Welcome to AcrediSense Partner Training Program. In this module, we discuss the engine that drives both our growth and yours. Our goal for this module is simple: to equip you with the confidence and clarity needed to navigate the healthcare IT and security landscape. Selling technology in healthcare isn't just about showcasing features. It's about proving that your solution is safe, reliable, and compliant. Whether you're speaking with a small diagnostic center or a large multi-facility hospital network, this module gives you the framework to answer tough questions on data protection, compliance standards, and system integration. By mastering these principles, you'll ensure every customer conversation is rooted in trust, credibility, and technical confidence, allowing you to position your solution as secure, seamless, and ready for any healthcare environment. Selling technology in healthcare isn't just about showing features or promising efficiency. It's about confidently navigating one of the most complex environments in the world, an environment filled with strict regulations, sensitive data, and mission-critical operations. In this module, you're going to learn how to speak the language of healthcare IT, security, and compliance so that you can earn the trust of decision-makers in any market. Healthcare organizations operate with a constant focus on patient safety, data protection, and operational continuity. Every system they use must integrate smoothly, meet strict security requirements, and support compliance standards such as HIPAA, GDPR, and regional accreditation frameworks. This means that when you present a healthcare technology solution, you're not just offering a product, you're offering assurance. You're reassuring your audience that their data will be protected, their workflows will remain stable, and their compliance obligations will be fully supported. Remember, trust is everything in healthcare technology. When you speak confidently about security and compliance, you elevate the entire sales conversation. You move from being a vendor to being a trusted advisor. And that's what leads to long-term partnerships, smoother implementations, and stronger customer relationships. Let's begin with the foundation: compliance with national data security frameworks. Across global markets, healthcare providers and organizations operate within strict national guidelines that govern how data must be handled, stored, and protected. These frameworks vary from region to region, but the expectation behind them is the same: protect sensitive information with rigor, transparency, and accountability. We ensure compliance with the relevant national data security frameworks in each region we serve. This means that whether a client operates in a single country environment or across multiple countries, they know the platform aligns with the security expectations established by their regulators and national authorities. The confidence that comes from this compliance is essential, especially in healthcare, where the consequences of poor data management are significant. In this module, we'll break down the toughest areas that customers typically ask about: data security, data storage, encryption, user access control, integration with existing systems, downtime procedures, and audit readiness. You'll learn how to respond clearly, confidently, and consistently in every conversation. Whether you're speaking with an IT manager, a compliance officer, a department head, or an accreditation auditor. We'll walk through real examples of the kinds of questions healthcare customers ask, why they ask them, and what they need to feel safe moving forward. You will understand the core principles behind secure cloud hosting, how APIs allow systems to exchange data safely, and how our platform is designed to minimize risk while improving efficiency. Most importantly, you'll learn how to translate technical details into simple, credible explanations that build confidence. By the end of this module, You will be able to present your solution as not just easy to use, but safe, reliable, and compliant. You will know how to highlight the security architecture, speak to integration pathways, and explain how we handle data protection across every step of the workflow. You'll also learn how to proactively address concerns before they even arise, positioning yourself as a knowledgeable partner who understands the realities of healthcare operations. We use TLS encryption for all data in transit. TLS protects information as it moves from one point to another, whether that's from a user's device to our servers, from our servers back to them, or between components of the system. TLS ensures that data cannot be intercepted, altered, or viewed during transmission, even if someone attempts to interfere with the connection. This gives clients confidence that their information is safe every time it moves through the system. For data at rest, meaning the data stored on our servers, we use AES 256 encryption. AES 256 is one of the strongest encryption standards used worldwide. It is trusted, proven, and relied upon by industries and governments that require maximum protection. When data is encrypted with AES 256, even if someone were to gain access to the stored files, they would not be able to read, interpret, or use the information in any way. It remains secure, unreadable, and protected. Now, let's move to a topic that every client cares deeply about: data residency. Data residency is one of the most common and important concerns raised by IT teams, compliance officers, and leadership groups. They want to know exactly where their data is stored and whether that location aligns with their legal, regulatory, and internal governance requirements. We address data residency directly. There is no ambiguity, no vague technical language, and no hidden complexity. Our platform supports regional hosting options, allowing clients to choose hosting locations that meet their specific residency requirements. This gives organizations control and peace of mind. If they need their data to remain within a certain geographic boundary, whether that's a country, a region, or a regulatory zone, they can do so without compromising functionality or performance. By offering regional hosting, we help organizations maintain compliance with national policies while also ensuring that their operational workflows remain seamless. Now, let's bring all of this together, because each piece plays an important role, but the real value comes from the full picture. We ensure compliance with national frameworks. We support regional hosting to meet data residency requirements. We protect data in transit with TLS. We protect data at rest with AES 256. Each of these is a critical part of the security story. When you communicate them clearly, you assure clients that their sensitive organizational data is protected, not just in one part of the workflow, but at every stage of its life cycle. And this assurance matters. Healthcare organizations operate with high levels of responsibility and scrutiny. They need to know that any system they adopt won't expose them to risk, will meet their regulatory requirements, and will respect their governance policies. They don't just want a platform that works well, they want one that protects them. So as you speak to clients, remember that your role is not just to explain these security measures, but to make them feel understood and supported. You're not simply listing technical terms. You're showing that our platform has been built with their challenges, fears, and obligations in mind. When clients hear about compliance with national frameworks, they understand that we respect and follow the rules that govern their environment. When they hear about regional hosting, they see that we give them control. When they hear about TLS and AES 256, they know that we take both movement and storage of data seriously. All of these points lead to one clear message: Their sensitive organizational data is protected, not partially protected, not conditionally protected, fully protected. And in a world where data breaches, cyber incidents, and regulatory pressures are constant concerns, this level of assurance is not just valuable, it's essential. As you deliver this message, focus on clarity, speak confidently, and emphasize that every measure we've described is intentional, practical, and aligned with the needs of healthcare organizations around the world. By the end of this module, you will be able to communicate these points smoothly and consistently, giving every client the assurance they need to trust the platform and move forward comfortably. That is the core of our security story, and that is how we protect the organizations we serve. In this section, we're going to talk about something every healthcare technology team has faced at some point: the EMR integration trap. This is one of the biggest hidden obstacles in healthcare technology deployments, and understanding how to speak about it will help you guide clients with clarity and confidence. Let's begin with the basic idea. When most people think about adopting a new healthcare platform, their immediate instinct is to ask, "Can this integrate with our EMR?" It sounds logical, it sounds important, and in some cases, it is necessary. But what clients don't always realize is that EMR integration comes with a level of complexity, cost, and friction that often slows down their entire project. This is what we call the EMR integration trap. The trap begins when an organization assumes that integration is required for the platform to function, even when it's not. They unknowingly step into a long process filled with technical barriers, IT dependencies, extended review cycles, and unexpected expenses. Here's the reality. EMR integrations are not simple. They require time, they require approvals, and they require deep involvement from IT teams who are already overloaded with mission-critical priorities. And this is where projects get stuck. What was supposed to be a straightforward platform deployment suddenly becomes a months-long technical undertaking. Meetings pile up, security reviews expand, budget requests increase, and the very problem the platform was meant to solve continues to grow while everyone waits for integration work that may not even be necessary. This is why the EMR integration trap is so dangerous. It creates delays, it inflates cost, and it stops organizations from seeing value quickly. Let's begin with the basics. Integrations are possible through APIs and secure file transfer. That means when a client needs to pull certain types of evidence into the platform, we can support that requirement. APIs allow systems to exchange information securely, while secure file transfer gives clients another safe way to move data from one system to another. These options give us flexibility, and they ensure that when integrations are necessary, we can accommodate them. Our integration strategy is built around something we call the no integration sales strategy. This approach is one of the strongest differentiators you can communicate. Here's why. The core value of AGPP does not rely on complex integrations. Our primary focus areas, gap tracking, policy tracking, and action tracking, do not require deep, patient record-level access to EMRs or clinical systems. That means our platform doesn't need to connect directly into clinical workflows or pull sensitive patient information to deliver value. And that is a major advantage. Now let's connect this back to AGPP. One of the biggest strengths of AGPP is that we don't require deep EMR integrations to deliver value. Our core value, gap tracking, policy tracking, and action tracking, doesn't depend on accessing patient-level information at all. And that means healthcare organizations don't have to fall into the EMR integration trap just to get started. When you explain this to clients, You're giving them something powerful: permission to avoid unnecessary complexity. Yes, integrations are possible through APIs and secure file transfer when specific evidence is needed, but they are optional, not foundational. And that distinction matters more than clients realize. The moment a vendor says, "We need EMR access," everything changes. It triggers risk reviews. It triggers compliance checks. It triggers scheduling with IT. And the timeline for deployment can double or triple. This isn't because EMRs are bad systems. It's because EMRs sit at the heart of clinical operations. They hold the most sensitive data in the organization, so naturally, any integration request is taken very seriously. But here's what clients need to understand. Integrating with an EMR when it's not required is one of the most expensive and time-consuming mistakes a healthcare organization can make. It drains IT time, it increases cost, and it delays the value they're trying to achieve. That's exactly why we encourage teams to embrace the no integration strategy. It allows them to start using AccrediSense immediately. It removes unnecessary technical barriers, and it ensures they avoid the trap of believing integration is needed when the platform's core functionality doesn't depend on it. When you talk about the EMR integration trap, emphasize these key points. First, EMR integration comes with hidden complexity. It is never a simple connection. It is a multi-step process that can significantly delay deployment. Second, EMR integration comes with real cost, both in budget and in lost time. IT hours are expensive, delays are expensive, and lengthy engagements slow down organizational progress. Third, most accreditation, compliance, and administrative workflows do not require EMR data at all. AccrediSense is designed to function without touching patient-level information, which helps organizations avoid unnecessary technical work. And finally, the biggest point. Avoiding unnecessary EMR integration accelerates time to value. Clients can begin tracking gaps, policies, and corrective actions without months of integration effort. This is the heart of the message. The EMR integration trap is real. It slows things down. It adds complexity. It increases cost. And most importantly, it is often completely unnecessary for the type of work AccrediSense is designed to support. By helping clients recognize this trap early, you move them toward rapid, meaningful value with AccrediSense. One of the biggest barriers in healthcare technology is IT friction. Every new system, every integration request, and every data connection puts more pressure on already busy IT teams. And when a platform requires deep EMR integration, timelines slow down immediately. AccrediSense avoids that problem completely. Our core value, gap tracking, policy tracking, and action tracking, doesn't require patient-level EMR access. This means organizations can start using the platform quickly, without long security reviews, without complex data mapping, and without pulling IT teams into another heavy project. Integrations are still possible when needed, through APIs or secure file transfer, but they're optional, not required. By removing unnecessary technical dependencies, we shorten deployment time, reduce the load on IT teams, and make internal approval much easier. Reducing IT friction is a major advantage. It's one of the key reasons organizations choose AccrediSense for fast, smooth, low-resistance implementation. We're now going to focus on one of the most important expectations in healthcare technology: reliability. In healthcare environments, reliability isn't a preference, it's non-negotiable. Systems must be stable, available, and able to perform consistently, even under pressure. And that's exactly what our platform is built to deliver. Let's start with the foundation of our reliability story: scalable cloud infrastructure. AGPP is built on modern cloud architecture designed to handle growth, fluctuating usage, and expanding organizational needs. This infrastructure automatically scales up during high-demand periods and scales down when demand is lower, ensuring a smooth, uninterrupted experience for every user. Cloud scalability is essential because healthcare environments are unpredictable. A regulatory cycle, an audit window, or an internal compliance push can suddenly increase platform activity. With scalable cloud technology, the system adjusts instantly, so teams never experience slowdowns, interruptions, or technical strain. Now let's talk about something every healthcare client will ask about: disaster recovery, or DR. Disaster recovery is the formal plan that ensures the platform continues functioning even if something unexpected happens. Whether it's a natural disaster, a regional outage, or a technical incident, our DR plan is designed to maintain availability and protect client data. The goal is simple: no matter what happens, the platform remains reliable. A strong DR plan includes multiple layers of protection, automatic backups, geographically distributed infrastructure, and rapid restoration capabilities. Each one ensures that even in rare worst-case scenarios, clients experience minimal disruption. In healthcare, downtime is unacceptable, and our DR strategy reflects that responsibility. Next, let's bring in a related concept: redundancy. Redundancy means that the platform isn't relying on a single component or a single region to stay online. Instead, multiple systems operate in parallel, ready to take over instantly if one component fails. Think of redundancy as the safety net beneath every part of the platform. This includes redundant servers, redundant storage, and redundant network paths. If one system experiences an issue, another automatically steps in without the user noticing anything at all. Redundancy is the backbone of reliability, and it's one of the key reasons healthcare organizations trust enterprise platforms. Another critical piece of the reliability story is high uptime guarantees. Healthcare organizations expect systems to be available when they need them, every hour, every day, without exception. Uptime guarantees ensure the platform meets those expectations. These guarantees reflect the commitment behind the product. The platform is stable, dependable, and built to support mission-critical operations. High uptime isn't about marketing. It's about meeting real operational demands. Quality and accreditation workflows cannot pause because a system is down. Teams need continuous access to track policies, resolve gaps, and complete corrective actions. That's why uptime is one of the strongest indicators of whether a platform is truly enterprise-ready. Now let's bring these components together. We've talked about scalable cloud infrastructure, we've talked about disaster recovery, we've talked about redundancy, and we've talked about high uptime guarantees. Each of these plays a different role, but together they communicate one clear message. AGPP is engineered for reliability, and reliability is at the heart of being an enterprise solution. When clients hear that our infrastructure is scalable, they know they won't outgrow the platform. When they hear that we have a formal DR plan, they know that risks are managed proactively. When they understand redundancy, they know the system won't go down because of a single failure point. And when they see high uptime guarantees, they know they can trust the platform for daily, mission-critical use. This matters deeply in healthcare. Hospitals, clinics, and regulatory teams cannot afford delays. Their work depends on systems that stay online, stay consistent, and stay resilient. And that's exactly what AGPP delivers. As you communicate this to clients, focus on the takeaway. AGPP is an enterprise solution built for mission-critical quality operations. It's not a lightweight tool. It's not a simple checklist product. It is a dependable operational platform designed to support high-stakes environments where accuracy, consistency, and uptime truly matter. By the time you finish this conversation, clients should clearly understand that reliability is not an afterthought. It is part of the platform's DNA. The cloud infrastructure, the DR plan, the redundancy, and the uptime guarantees all exist for one purpose: to ensure the organization can operate with confidence every single day. And when reliability is non-negotiable, AGPP is the system they can trust. When healthcare organizations think about new technology, they often assume long timelines, heavy IT involvement, and months of waiting. And that assumption usually comes from their experience with EMR upgrades, complex, expensive, and incredibly slow projects that can take 6 months to a year, sometimes even longer. But AGPP is fundamentally different. AGPP is a standalone compliance solution designed to move fast. Our typical deployment timeline is just 2 to 4 weeks. That means a client can go from contract signature to active, measurable results in less time than it takes most EMR projects to even clear their initial review stage. Why is our deployment so quick? Because AGPP doesn't depend on deep EMR integrations, data transformations, or complex system modifications. We remove the technical drag that slows everything down. Instead, we deliver a platform that is ready to use, out of the box, and tailored to support the quality team immediately. AGPP operates independently. There is no risk to clinical workflows, no downtime, and no impact on patient data systems. This is why quality teams see AGPP as a swift, low-friction compliance win. It's something they can control, something they can launch quickly, and something that delivers value without waiting for IT backlogs to clear or for EMR vendors to schedule their next release cycle. So when you position AGPP, emphasize this contrast. While EMR upgrades move at the speed of enterprise healthcare, slow, complex, and resource-heavy, AGPP moves at the speed of operational need. Fast, focused, and ready to deliver meaningful compliance improvements within weeks. When you're selling technology in healthcare, confidence is your biggest advantage. Clients are used to long, painful EMR upgrades that drag on for months, drain resources, and slow down their teams. That's their benchmark for what new software usually means. But AGPP is different, and you need to communicate that with absolute confidence. Confidence turns hesitation into trust, and trust turns AGPP into the obvious choice. When the security team asks for proof, you have the facts. That's the moment enterprise deals move forward. Because in today's world, trust isn't earned with promises, it's earned with evidence. You can show exactly how data is protected, how access is controlled, and how compliance is maintained instantly. No back and forth, no delays, just clear answers that remove doubt and build confidence across IT, procurement, and leadership. Technical competence isn't just a requirement, it's your competitive edge. When you prove security, you win the deal. AGPP, simplifying accreditation, amplifying safety,